Yes, totally different skill of using, you know, your fine motor skills rather than hammering or building a wall or something. Often people ask me what I do and I say I'm a builder, or no, I don't. I say I'm building my house, and they say, oh, are you project managing it? And I'm like, no, I'm actually building my house. And I think, you know, it does, people are surprised. So we bought the house about 4 or 5 years ago, and we've been living here whilst we've been working on this project. It was a bungalow and we've added a first floor onto it. And since that was about 18 months ago, and then we've been fitting out the inside since then. I think what attracted us to this particular bungalow was that it's got an enormous garden, which often 1960s bungalows have. It's sort of on a kind of corner plot, so it's got lovely access up to the woods, and it's on a lovely quiet lane. I've always been a really practical person. I've got a degree in ceramics and I've always loved making things, but obviously on a much smaller scale. But I think a lot of those skills were very transferable to building. But no, I didn't quite know what I was letting myself in for on the sort of scale of this. But it's kind of grown organically, and as have my skills, I've kind of grown with the project. If you want things done very much your way, I think it felt like we needed to do a lot of it ourselves. That's not to say we've done all of it ourselves. We've had people in who helped with the main structure, because obviously that's a huge amount of volume of materials and physical lifting. We've had plasterers in recently and electrician doing bits, although we've been working quite closely with the electrician, so we've done some of the electrics. It's definitely been slower than we thought. It's been really useful having sympathetic tradespeople who have come in to do bits of work, and they have shown me how to do stuff. Just don't expect things to be done quickly. But I think that's been fine that it's been slower than we thought, because we're living here, so we don't have the stress of paying rent somewhere else. And Thomas, my partner, has been very clever about, well, and that's possibly something he saw in the potential of this house, that we could always live here, even doing quite an ambitious large-scale build. We've always been able to live here, so we've been living downstairs and the builder's been going up on upstairs, and we haven't actually been disturbed that much. Taking a long time, or a longer period of time, has enabled me to source materials from places that you might not think to do that if you were you had a builder here who was saying, like, I need my windows next week. I've been sourcing windows on eBay second-hand for like 2 or 3 years, entryware, sinks and things, a lot of stuff I've been able to source second-hand. In fact, there's a window that's perched on the deck up there, a big slider that cost £300 that would normally cost thousands. I mean, this way of building is definitely not for everybody. I think I have quite a high threshold of being able to put up with mess. I mean, it hasn't been that dusty, but it definitely has been less than perfect, and partly because we've been living in a very 1970s style bungalow, and updating the downstairs where we're living has not been a priority, because the priority has been building the upstairs. It's a really great way of combining looking after kids and using your time effectively. It's been amazing, because I literally take the kids to school, drop them off, come back, do whatever work I can on the house, and hang up the washing in between and clear up the toast on the floor that the kids have left around. You know, so it can really combine really well with you know, being a busy mum. It's a hard one, isn't it? I'd love to say go for it, but it's not for everyone. I think you really would have to weigh it up of what your skills are. But if you've got any inkling towards, you know, enjoying DIY, I'll definitely say so, yeah.